Hello everybody, it's Yugi. I'm here with another video for patch notes in Maple It's version 214, it's everyone's favorite patch, it's Destiny. Hope everybody is excited as I am for this patch. It's a big patch, it's a lot of stuff to cover. Ignore the time. I may or may not have fallen asleep early and then woke up at like 3 and now I'm wide awake and I can't fall asleep again. So I'm recording this at 3:30 AM. Don't judge me. At least you guys will have something to watch while we wait for the patch to finish tomorrow. So we will be going over the Destiny patch notes. There's a lot of new things that are happening during Destiny. There's a lot of QOL. I'll try my best to keep this as short as possible. I don't want it to drag on to be like an hour long, so I'll probably skip some of the things that are, well, I mean, I think that you guys should know already. Basically, I'll probably skip some of the class remasters and stuff like that. Those things, too much technical detail. You guys can probably read it by yourselves. So without further ado, let's jump into it. All right, we've got update patch notes, version 214, better Maple for everybody. Hopefully it actually is a better Maple. Okay, first things first. We have a new boss difficulty. This one was given already. This one I'm pretty sure was coming during Destiny regardless. We have Will's easy mode. It's between Lucid Easy and Lucid Normal mode. This is, yeah, sure, 560 Arcane Force, so less Arcane Force than needed for H-Will, and N-Will. There's also Heretic Healer Normal mode, and Saren's Normal mode. These are all like intermediate bosses. They are somewhere in between where in between the hard mode and the normal and the hard mode. Well, sorry, not normal. Oh my god. Sorry. I'm a little bit sleepy. They are easier than their current counterparts that are in the game right now. And yeah, they're kind of like a stepping stone, I guess. Not too much to say about these modes. Basically, for Heretic Healer normal mode and for Saren's normal mode, for Heretic Healer normal mode, you can't get Black Mage ETC. You can't get the Shard of Fate or whatever. I can't remember what it's called already. And you also cannot get Source of Pain. And for Chosen Saren normal mode, you cannot get Dawn Pendant, the Daybreak Pendant, basically the new Daybreak Pendant. Oh no, sorry, you can get the new Daybreak Pendant, but you cannot get Mithra's Core Gemstone, and you cannot get Mithra's Rage, the emblem. So yeah, you can only get Daybreak stuff from these two bosses. So for Healer, you can also get Daybreak Pendant. For Siren, you can also get Daybreak Pendant from the normal mode, but you cannot get the respective H-Boss drops. And also you can't get Black Mage ETC and the core. So yeah, that's the difference between normal and hard for these two bosses. Will, I mean standard. Easy Will and normal Will have pretty much the same drops. I believe that you can't get Twilight Mark from Easy Will. Correct me if I'm wrong, but might be wrong about this one. Not 100% sure. Of course, the respective boss mileage quests and achievements will be updated for all the easy stuff as well as the normal modes. Yeah, moving on. So now we have boss entry, easing of boss entry and system improvements. Basically, for boss pre-quests, now as long as one character in the world has completed the boss pre-quest, you can now enter the boss on all the characters. So Omega Sector, this one is for Kawung, the daily boss. Pat, Von Leon, Arcarium, Pink Bean, Cygnus, Magnus, and Slime. This one is pretty good. So now you don't have to go through the trouble of doing all the pre-quests again for all your characters. The only pre-quest that has been untouched right now is CRA, basically. Yeah. For CRA, you still have to do your 5 runs of CRA before you're allowed to do of NRA before you're allowed to do your CRA. So that one's still a time gate. Can't run away from it. Yep. The daily entry limit of 1 is removed for the following bosses. You can now re-enter them after a 30-minute re-entry cooldown. So these are all the usual bosses that... well, no, actually these are... Yeah, okay, yeah. I didn't know these had a 1-day entry limit. I thought these were 30... Okay, whatever. Anyways, these are all the normal bosses. And there are also the hard bosses. Now you can go up to 3 times a day. So for these, you can go as many times as you want after the entry limit cooldown has run out. But for hard bosses, you can only go thrice a day. but I mean, you probably don't need more than 3 times. Hopefully you don't need more than 3 times. You also need 30-minute cooldown, obviously, in between the bosses. So it's all the hard mode bosses as well as some of the easy and normal mode bosses like Slime, Lucid, Will, Dust, Junko, all the normal modes for all these bosses as well. Also, Black Mage. Black Mage now has a 60-minute cooldown, and you can run it 3 times a day. So yay for all the Black Mage parties. You guys can do as much practicing as you want now. Oh, there's also Black Mage practice mode, by the way. It's somewhere down here. There we go. Yeah, Black Mage practice mode. So there's 20 practice modes for Black Mage now. And you don't need the ETC, you don't need the rewards. You don't need the Shout of Fate. So that's great. You don't spend anything to go into practice mode. And then afterwards, you can run it 3 times for real. So let's say if you want to, let's say you fail the first try, you can go in for a practice mode if you want. And then afterwards, go in for another real try straight away afterwards. It's very tedious. I don't know about running multiple Black Mages back to back, but you can do it if you want. Alright. Okay, one of the biggest changes, one of the ones that I was the most excited about, is that they're getting rid of Heretic Hiram Maze. Yeah, now it's a lot better to get into Heretic Hiram. Basically, by omitting the maze portion, they cut down a lot of the useless time that you spend looking for the portal and all that. It's one of the biggest killers of KK Chair, and it's one of the biggest killers of like party buff. So for example, if you want to do like Hira with like Wild Hunter and Bishop, Wild Hunter buff and Bishop buff, like Advanced Bless and Call of the Wild, sometimes it was very bad. Like sometimes you get really bad RNG and then you end up, yeah, you end up not having any buffs by the time you enter, by the time you finish the maze, because the maze took so long. Maze can take anywhere between like 2 to like 8 minutes, depending on how lucky or unlucky you are. So now they've got rid of all the RNG aspect. There's no more maze. You can even go in with stone now, straight away into Hira with stone. So that's great. Yeah. They also changed the number of key inputs required to recover the Stolen Soul from Heretic Hira's Soul Altar. I don't know how many key inputs it was before, but it was definitely, I think 5 players or more is the same. I think it's still 30 times for 5 players or more, which means that most parties shouldn't see a change if you're running 6-man. But if you're soloing or if you're doing anything less than 5-man, I believe that this is you'll be able to feel a difference between the number of key inputs that you have to put in to actually to destroy the altar, basically, which is great. Now there'll be new item acquisitions for items that are relatively rare, blah blah blah. These are like cage boss accessories and all that. So now, even if they don't have a potential, you'll be able to see them. You'll be able to see them pop up as an item acquisition after you kill the boss. The 3 fragments that form the sky and normal chaos dust have been improved to distinguish the effect. I wish they would put pictures, but they didn't put any pictures. But basically now they are much brighter in color, and they also have like symbols in the middle of them for all the meteors that fall during normal and chaos dust. So you'll be able to differentiate them much better. Another big change. The height of the safe zone is adjusted so that the character doesn't get hit if you don't lie down in Chosen Saren. Phase 2 Mitra power pattern. So this is the test for Saren, basically. I'm sure you guys have seen it, or maybe if you haven't, I mean, it doesn't really matter. This is like a change for super endgame. But basically now you don't have to like crouch down anymore to survive tests in Saren, which is great. The hitbox I think is a lot better now as well, so should lead to a lot more pass tests nowadays, which is a good thing. Now the one thing that's missing here is boss reward rooms. So I believe GMS has hinted that they're getting boss reward rooms during Destiny, so hopefully we see that in Maple Sea as well, but I think maybe it will come during the 2nd patch and not this patch. Might be a bit too many things to squeeze into one patch, so we won't see boss reward rooms anytime soon, for Maple Sea at least, this patch. So yeah, about a month or so. Okay, boss accessory revamp. We now have all the Dawn boss accessories. I hate this name. What the hell is a Penombre mark? Also, what is a Divine King ring? Oh my god, please sort your life out, Maple Sea. They are terrible at naming things. These names are so fucking bad. I cannot. It's so bad. So bad. But basically, we got all the new Dawn boss accessories. If you don't know where they drop, basically the Penombre mark I think drops from normal Will, normal Lucid, and hard Will, hard Lucid. Estella earrings drop from normal Dust and Jungle, if I'm not wrong. I believe it's Dust and Jungle. Yeah, should be Dust and Jungle. And hard Dust and Jungle as well. Divine King Ring, obviously it drops from Divine King Slime, and Daybreak Pendant drops from Seren and Heretic Healer. Only these two. Yeah. There's also the conversion scroll. This one's to convert the Daybreak, the Divine King Ring into a Dawn set equipment. Yeah. Wait. Oh, it's right here. Okay, I shouldn't have tried to even remember they say it right here. Okay, so Easy Lucid and Easy Will do not drop Penumbra Mark, so there's that. There's also all the accessory related achievements, blah blah blah. Yeah, that's about it. Nothing more. We also have Dark Boss accessory changes. Basically, they've added in the 6th stat effect and the 8th and 9th. Yeah. 6th stat effect is now more IED, 8 stat effect is 10% boss, 9 stat effect is 5% crit damage. This is basically for anyone that's above 7 set right now. You can get 8 and 9 set, which is great. We still have dynamic crystal pricing. This will go away, I think, in a couple of months, maybe 4 or 5 months. I think KMS just stopped theirs like a month ago. So for us, it will probably be continuing for like another 3 months, 4 months, around there. Yeah. Okay, we also have the new Maple Guide. The new Maple Guide basically looks really nice, and they give you like good training spots at every single level now, as well as they allow you to register some maps to the quick move. So this quick move thing here, basically you can register some maps as long as you kill the prerequisite number of mobs. So as you can see, like there's this purple thing here. I believe that means that you've already hit the kill requisite, and you can register the map on your transfer guide. So you can add in like certain maps for like your dailies or whatever, and you can quick move to those maps, so you don't really rely on like hyper tele rock anymore, which is great. And you can also set quick move for towns as well, so you can insta TP to towns, but there's a limited number, so obviously it's not like everything, but you can set all the towns that you usually go to, like hotel and all that. Okay. There's also a 30-second cooldown when you use the fast movement, by the way. When the conditions are met, the following rewards are provided once per. So this is also together with the Maple Guide change. Basically, they give you some rewards for hitting certain conditions. So as long as you've done second job, you get like a Sprout box and a Sprout title. Third job, you get a Sprout hat. It's an interesting looking hat. Reach level 80, you get slot coupon. Fourth job, I think you can only get these once per account, by the way. Once per world, yeah. So you don't get like all these rewards for every single time you level up, by the way. Yeah. So you get tab coupons, you get 10 extreme growths, which is great. Also a damage skin. You get trait growth as well as another 10 extreme growths. You get weapon as well as another 10 extreme. So in total you get 30 extreme growths. Just for hitting level 180 for the first time on your account. So 30 extreme growths. 3 levels for all your union mules, which is great. Fifth job, you get a medal. Yeah. It's nothing really that special, I guess, but some small useful things here and there. Mostly the extreme growths, I guess. As well as maybe the select tab coupon. Everything else is kind of it's not really that important. Okay. We have more system updates. These are the smaller system updates that are more important, I guess. Now the cumulative EXP required from 250 to 259 has been reduced by 16%. So the amount of EXP that you had prior to the update will be backdated, and you'll be compensated accordingly. So for example, if you're 255 prior to the patch, you will actually see an increase in your EXP, or you might even level up after the patch because the EXP requirement has been lowered, right? I'm not sure exactly how much. I don't know the exact numbers, but basically, if you're within this level range, your EXP will increase. They've also increased the EXP reward from Frito, which is a good thing because Frito sucks and nobody actually goes to Frito, but now they've increased it. I don't think they've removed... Did they remove the... No, they haven't. Okay, so this one's a more recent change in KMS, but they removed the treasure hunt stage, the one where you have to catch all the stupid things from the stupid in the stupid basket for Frito. And that's the most time-consuming stage that everyone hates. So they haven't removed that one yet. So I still don't think it's worth to do free-to. But once they remove that thing, it's actually pretty worth it, I think, to do free-to, especially since they're removing Kishin in a future patch. Okay, anyways, elite boss defeated. Blah blah bonus stage. Okay, great. Now Monster Park will no longer reward 1.5x coupons and replaced by 2x coupons. This is a bit misleading. They didn't give you the full story here. Basically the 2x coupons that they replaced it with is 15-minute coupons. So don't expect to just get 30-minute 30-minute 2x coupons. These 2x coupons are now 15 minutes, which I absolutely fucking hate. Like, I hate 15-minute coupons, but whatever, man. I guess at least you don't get 1.5x's anymore, so you don't have to feel so bad about being unlucky. You just get 15-minute coupons. So yeah, yay. Maple Union combat power has been improved. Combat power has been increased for every 10 levels from 250 or higher. And it's been increased for characters having 380 or 400 star falls or higher. So now you get more raid power basically for you that are very into your union combat power. This is pretty good for people with high level mains. It's pretty good for people with high star force, yada yada. Symbol equipment system has been improved, so meso cost has actually been reduced. It's been reduced quite significantly, if I'm not wrong. I don't think it's like I can't remember if it's like, I mean, Grams has it but it's very significant in terms of meso cost to level up the symbol now. Yeah, it's very significantly decreased, so it's a good thing. Demon Avenger and Xenon Arcane / Authentic stats has been increased, so the stats that you get from Arcane and Authentic symbols have now been increased for Xenon and Demon Avenger, which they honestly need because they are not very strong. Although Demon Avenger gets some big buffs. Yeah, there's also now a 30% all stat trace on the spell tracing window, which is specifically for Xenons. Okay, so now we have also the story skip function for Arcane River / Grandis regions in the same mode. So same thing as the boss prequest basically. So if you completed the boss prequest, you get to unlock the boss. You get to unlock the boss for all your mules. Now, if you completed Arcane River like up to a certain point, like let's say all the way up to Lehman or Grandis all the way up until Hotel, any other character that gets to that area can skip the story quest, which is a godsend. Which means that you don't have to like sit through like hours and hours of story quests anymore. You can just skip all of it. You go straight back to grinding. Or straight back to like doing dailies or whatever you want to do. Basically, you don't have to do the prequest anymore, which is great. It's only for the first time. So if you're a returning player and you haven't done all these prequests yet, then sucks to be you. Sucks to be you. You're gonna have to continue doing the prequest. But for all the rest of us that have done it already, you get to skip them on all your mules now, which is great. You don't get any EXP, right? You don't get any EXP because there are EXP rewards for doing the quest, but you do get the symbol straight away. Yeah, all the item rewards will be provided. Okay. So, okay, another big thing about this is that if you have already completed the first quest and started the story quest, you cannot skip. Right? You cannot skip the pre-quest. Just a reminder. So, yeah. They will ask you at the start whether or not you want to skip. So make sure you pay attention when you're clicking through the, don't just mindlessly hold down your NPC chat key and skip through all the dialogue. They'll ask you when you want to, whether or not you want to skip the pre-quest, so make sure you pay attention for all your mules, right? Okay, 5th drop advancement has been improved. You don't have to get 100 star falls anymore. For the Mysteria Goddess, you don't have to find the Horizon Portal, you just have to kill all the monsters and pass the Goddess test, which is basically like Monster Park. You now only need to kill one Joyful Urda in order to get the Arcane Force quest completion, which is great. And the Arcane symbol obtained from the Arcane Force pre-quest will now give you 40 Arcane Force. So you get, well, it's easier to do basically, which is nice, I guess. And once you complete the RTE quest, you get a level 2 symbol now, which gives you 40 Arcane Force. So small QOL, small QOL. There's also some changes to auto start quests for Tutor and Latch, which is great. Although I think vast majority of us will just be skipping the pre-quest from now on for our mules. Okay, there's some UI changes and some system changes. There's a link skill preset now, thank God, it's great. Link skill preset, you have 3 presets. You can select the discarded link skill that you want among all the link skills that you have in each preset. So basically what it looks like is something like this. You add in the skills and then you either save or apply. So when, let's say you want to have this be your bossing preset, you add in all the bossing skills, you save it, and then basically that will be your preset. And then if you swap away from it, let's say you go to preset 1 and you swap to like training, you can click apply to apply the training preset, and after you come back to preset 2 and click apply to apply the bossing preset. Basically what it means is you get a whole bunch of link skills all at once now, instead of having to slowly change everything every time you want to train and every time you want to boss, and also maybe every time you want to dojo if you have a specific dojo build. Basically, they'll also tell you how much the transfer cost is, if there's any, for exchanging your link skills. Also, Maplestory is trying to be cute here. They added Vigor for some reason. Real funny, Maplestory. My Zen link expired already. Edge. They're just taunting me at this point. It's very sad. Okay, hotkey presets have also been added. So now you have hotkey presets for your keyboard. In case you want to have a different training a different setup for training and a different setup for bossing, or you know, if your friends want to play on your account, they want to change the keys, you can just give them a hotkey preset and tell them not to mess up your keys so much. Especially important if you have a lot of C rings bound, or like you have a lot of like different rings like Kerr ring, Raw ring, C ring, all these kind of things bound. You don't want them to mess up your key bindings and reset your key bindings. So now you have hotkey presets, which is great. Yeah. This one also changed the quick slot. So I'm sure you guys know, but at the bottom right, there's a quick slot function there where you can see all your cooldowns. When you change the hotkey presets, you can also change the quick slot presets as well. It automatically changes the quick slot preset as well. So when you change quick slot, it gets saved along with your keyboard shortcuts at the same time at the bottom right. And then when you switch to a new hotkey preset, basically everything resets and the bottom right will be changed as well, and you need to go and reset your quick slots, basically. Yep. Okay. There's now a cooldown notification time for all your skills. You can register up to 6 skills. Again, Maplestory is being very cute. They've decided to put in BOD and Kishin, even though Kishin is going to be useless soon, and also BOD is an item that not many people have. Funny joke, Maplestory. Haha, I'm dying of laughter. It's hilarious. Yeah. Now, basically, at the bottom right, whenever the skill comes off cooldown, you will see this like this thing pop up at the bottom right, like this icon pop up. So it's pretty useful. It lets you see, so if you're not always paying attention to your quick slot hotbar, it lets you see immediately. It immediately notifies you when a certain skill is off cooldowns. For example, your iframe, or like important skills like stone, or like combo instinct for heroes like your burst and all that. If you're not fully paying attention to the cooldowns, basically you can put it on cooldown, on the cooldown notification, and it will just pop out and you'll be able to see it more easily. There's some things about emo and the keyword. This one's I don't care, stupid. They've increased the number of save damage save damage skin slots from 48 to 60. Nice. So you get more slots, which is great. This one's a small thing. I don't care about this. When connecting the game, okay, great. Cash Shop font has been improved to font has been changed to improve readability. And there are black and white backgrounds now in the Cash Shop preview. I wish they would give us photos, but honestly, they are too lazy to put in photos, which is annoying. So all we see is text. So I've shown what the font looks like. It's just basically smaller. But you can take a look at it in the game tomorrow once it comes out. Right? Okay, this one's a big one. Friend connection notification is improved. So basically now you know how when you put people in your BL, in your buddy list, you can set a memo to like, so that you can see their actual names when they log in. Right. Now when your friend logs in, you can see the character the character name they logged in with. For example, let's say I log in, you see Yuki. But if you want to, then if your memo says something like, I don't know, streamer, the name of the character will be shown, so Yuki will be shown, and then the memo will also be shown next to it in brackets. So you see Yuki and then streamer in brackets. Again, no pictures, but it's pretty easy to imagine what it looks like, and you'll be able to see it in game tomorrow anyways. So pretty good. So now you won't get that confused when your friends log in on weird IGNs and you have no idea who's talking in your BL or in your friend's chat or whatever. You can actually see who's logging into that character. Okay. Trade window, you get when you enter a certain amount of metal, it's improved so that billion/million units are displayed, which is nice. When enhancing V matrix, it improves so that you can select all enhancement material now, so you can do a select all and not like slowly go and click every single V matrix core that you open to level up your V matrix skills. There's a release log function for Monster Life, which is good. We don't have the big QOL changes for Monster Life yet. The one where you can you only need like one slot and you can just release after you fuse, but hopefully those come soon. I don't think they'll come in the second part. I think they'll come like after Destiny, probably after Destiny. Yeah. I'm gonna skip over the rest of the not so important stuff. Just reading it quickly to make sure. Yeah, okay, all the rest is not so important. Zero class creation open. Yay, zero class creation. Please, I wish they would just like leave this open. I don't know why this is still restricted. This is so stupid. But yeah, zero class is reopened again. So for all of you returning players and all of you old players that don't have a zero yet for whatever reason, you can create a zero. Just create one, leave it at level 100. You don't have to level it up if you don't want to. And eventually you can get back to it. As long as you created the character, you can play it anytime, basically. It's a pretty good place to spend the 30 extreme growths, by the way, if you guys don't have a level 200 zero yet. Zero is notoriously annoying to train. So just get it to 1 for 1, spam the 30 extreme growths, you should be at level 200, and you immediately get the effect, the union effect. The union effect, which is nice. Okay. Deletion of mastery books. They have deleted mastery books because they are making all skills level 30, the level 30 cap by default, so you don't have to use mastery books anymore to increase their level. All the mastery books have been deleted, and basically you get spell tracers. Yeah. Okay, existing rewards and mastery books have been replaced, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Okay, so these are all the system notes. Pretty pog. I think they're all pretty good. It's about what we expected, to be honest. I wasn't 100% sure they will get everything that came during Destiny, but we basically got almost everything that came during Destiny. So I'm very happy about that. Yeah. Nothing much to complain about. Okay, we'll move on past this. There's like 4 pages of this, so it's already been like half an hour. I said I would try and keep this short. I'll try my best. Okay, Destiny stuff, event notes. I'm sure you guys know about this. This is the Explorer Remaster, thingy, like rewards basically. So you get these are a bunch of rewards that you get for leveling a new Explorer all the way to 220, and this is for all Explorers. So every Explorer, any Explorer that you've created even prior to Destiny, right? Explorer characters even up to 1st May. So like if you created an Explorer character early and you didn't Terrorboard it, it's okay because you still get the rewards. You still count that as a new Explorer. You're eligible for these rewards. You get a title. I have no idea what the title stats are. You get a trade boost potion, which is nice. You get Mithra's 2x EXP coupon box, which is nice. You get a bunch of cores. I'll let you guys sift through all the rewards. Basically, they're quite good. At 220, you actually get a unique emblem, which is insane. You get 2,000 maple points as well as a box that contains either 17-star unique Absol or 15-star Dawn Pendant, which is great. 20k maple points is really good. I was hoping they wouldn't cut that out of Destiny for Maple Sea, and they actually didn't, so I'm happy. And also, unique emblem is something that we don't usually get for Terrorboarding in Maple Sea, because unique emblem usually comes as a part of a burning world. So in KMS and burning world, whenever you Terrorburn something, you always get unique emblem. Maple Sea you don't, because we don't run burning world basically. So yeah. All Explorers also get... Okay, so moving on to all Explorers. Basically, all Explorers get these things. I'll let you sift through them and go and read it by yourself. The costume is damn ugly, by the way. I think it's damn ugly. There's also face and eye coupons, which is nice. I think... I don't know whether this is like the default one. Oh, yeah, okay. It's the default one. So you can either get... there's no like new coupon, new face or new hair. Basically, you can only get either this face for males and this face for females, and this hair for males and this hair for females. Hair is pretty nice for males. Hair is okay for females. This is one of the few times I would say the male hair is probably slightly nicer than the female hair. Okay, moving on. Starlight Symphony. I'm not gonna go through this. I can't be bothered. Like y'all should know. If y'all want to read this, go ahead and read this. It's basically the event, coin capping, yada yada. It's normal stuff. There's also the Starlight Pass, by the way, or the Stellar Pass, whatever. You can double the number of rewards that you get from this thing. So this is like Fairy Bro's Golden Carriage. Basically what happens is when you've capped your coins for the day, you get 1 stamp. You can claim 9 stamps and you get the reward for whatever it is. And you can also double the amount of rewards by having a Stellar Pass. So basically the Stellar Pass costs I think 22.5k Maple points. Yeah, 2 Starlight Signs can be received on weekends basically. So in 1 week you can basically max out one line of this thing. Okay. The first reward is 10 extreme growth, so basically everything can be doubled if you plan on buying the Starlight Pass, and I highly recommend that you buy the Starlight Pass because it's free. It's like not free, but it's so worth it for just 22k Maple points. Even if you're F2P, like put down your pride as an F2P by the way, and just buy the damn Stellar Pass. Just buy the damn thing. You can even like level a 220 Explorer, you get 20k free Maple points, and then top up like 2.5k, and you get the Stellar Pass. Please buy it. Don't be stupid. And yeah, even if you're F2P by the way, I don't care. Buy it. It's super worth. You get 10 extreme growths, which basically is 20. You get selectable arcane symbol, selectable symbol exchange vouchers. This one I believe is 25 authentic symbols also. 100, either 100 normal symbols, 100 arcane symbols, or 25 authentic symbols. So basically 50 authentic symbols for all of the sodium and above people, which is great. 6 core, 3 times 2 EXP core gemstones. Event rings. These are the best event rings in the game, by the way. These are the Awake, Tenebrae, Glorian ring. Basically, the best statted event ring. So you can get 2 of these. Growth potion. This one goes all the way up to Typhoon growth. So basically, it goes level 2. It's either you choose between a level 200 to 209, or 210 to 220, or 220 to 230. Blah blah blah. You know what it is. We just got one in Maple Sea as well, as a Destiny prelude reward, and all the way up to a Typhoon growth basically. So you can get 2 Typhoons, which is amazing. There's also 2 Karma UPS 100% Karma UPS, 2 of them for either your main or your mule, which is really good. 2 Powdery Blush Petal, this one's less important, and 2 Max growths. So as you can see, there are many good rewards in this thing, and it's basically free. The first line is free, but if you buy the Stellar Pass, which is just 22.5k Maple points, it's doubled. It's straight up just doubled. It's great. So back borrow Seal, try and get some Maple points to buy the Stellar Pass. Yeah, it's 22.5k Maple points, by the way. It will activate immediately. I'm pretty sure what this means is that even if you get the Stellar Pass late, it's still okay because you will still unlock the next tier. So it doesn't matter whether or not you whether you buy it early or late. So if you're on the fence and you don't want to buy it early, you can buy it later, I guess, if you want. You're still eligible for all the rewards. Yeah, basically rewards that have already been received before the activation can be required one more time after activation. So you don't have, it doesn't matter when you choose. Yeah, when you choose to activate it. Okay, I'm gonna move past all these events. Eventing is not important. There's also, okay, so this one's easy. This one's just a weather buff, same as in Blooming Forest. Every 30 minutes you get event buff. Even hours EXP, or hours is damage. Okay, moving on. Mini games has Melody Shop. Melody Shop, I believe. Oh no, this one's just Coin Shop. Okay, the Harmony Shop. Yeah, Harmony Shop is the one where it's the bossing coin one. It's the same thing as Blooming again. Nothing insane. Same thing as Blooming. Okay, Starlight Metal Shop. So this one's a bit different. A bit different from Blooming. Basically, in the Starlight Metal Shop, you have stuff that can be bought with metal, and this time they've actually decided to include things like Prem Vase and Prem Pet Scrolls as well. So you probably remember that in the Blooming Shop we didn't have these, and I was a bit sad because if they were in the Blooming Shop I probably would have bought them. But now you actually have the option to buy premium accessory attack scrolls or premium pet scrolls now, which is great. Either one. You can buy either one for metal. Of course, the magic attack one's cheaper because, well, yeah, it's biased. Okay, I mean, magic attack classes are less popular, so it's a given. But yeah, you can now buy Prem-Wars. If you can't get enough harmony coins, or if you spend all your harmony coins and you don't want to spend it, you can't really afford to buy more, or like you run out of like Prem-Wars to use from the harmony shop, you can now buy from Meso shop, which is nice. Okay, Terrorboarding. So Terrorboarding is starting immediately on the 25th, which is today after patch. Yeah. This is the first Terrorboarding, by the way. There are two Terrorboardings. So the first one runs from 25th to 25th to 2nd. Okay, anyways, this is the first one. I believe that there'll be another one in the next patch in version 2.15, which will come in like a month. But basically, you can only create one Terrorboarding character per Maple ID within the event period. You can only acquire the 215 and 220 rewards once per Maple ID. These rewards, by the way, all stack with the Explorer rewards. So if you guys remember, the Explorer rewards are up here. God, I have to scroll up so much. Yeah, all these Explorer rewards, they are independent of the Terrorboarding. So you can get all these rewards and you can also get the Terrorboarding rewards. So basically you end up with a shitload of stuff in one character. You end up with a shitload of things. Yeah. Basically some of the things are actually repeated, like the box. Yeah, some of the boxes are repeated. For example, the weapon box and the Dom Pendant box, either one. This one's repeated and all that. But there are a few certain things that have been changed actually, so I'll go through them really quick. You actually get a Terrorboarding booster for being level 200. When you hit your first level 200 character, you actually get a Terrorboarding booster, which is great, which means that you have 2 Terrorboardings. You can use the Terrorboarding on a second character if you wish, and get that character up to level 200, basically. I don't think this Terrorboarding... well... Okay, yeah, you can't, because you can only... Oh, no, okay, so the Terrorboarding booster, if I'm not wrong, you get all the rewards up until level 200 only, or up until 210, sorry. And then 215 and 220 you can't claim anymore because you can only claim once per Maple ID during the event period. So I believe that this second Terrorboarding, you don't get the 215 and 220 rewards, which is fine, I guess. It's not a big deal. But you do get all the way up to the 210 reward, which is nice. And also, the other thing that's changed is now you get growth potions. I can't remember if this is... Actually, I don't know if this is in the previous one. It might have been. But basically you get growth potions, which is nice. This is the same coupon, by the way. You can get all the way up to Typhoon in this growth potion. The rewards the Terrorboarding booster can be transferred from the first Terrorboarding character to the second one to burn another one. So basically you don't have to start at level 1 or level 0 or whatever. You can put this on like a level 100 character if you want. You can put the Terrorboarding booster on a level 100 character and you can immediately get it to Terrorburn. I'm pretty sure this doesn't work on zeros. Unfortunately, for zeros, Terrorboarding never works. But it does work on anything else. So if you have a difficult to level character you want to level, you can just throw a Terrorboarding on it and just get it up to 200 really quickly. You get the burning booster effect and the same level of growth support rewards as Terrorboarding character for 6 weeks upon the time of use, except for the 215 and 220 reward if I'm not wrong. I'm not 100% sure actually, but they said it can only be claimed once. So I assume that you can't claim it a second time. So I think what the play is probably for your first Terrorburn, your Explorer Terrorburn. If you plan on Terrorburning Explorer, you first Terrorburn the Explorer, and then you don't claim the 220 reward for that Explorer because your 220. You remember that this is duplicated in the Explorer rewards. You actually also get a either a Dom Pendant or a 17-star unique weapon. You can choose like, let's say 17-star unique weapon or Dom Pendant, and you use that for your first Terrorboarding. And then for the second Terrorboarding, you claim the 220 reward. And you get like either the Absol weapon or Dom Pendant up to you on your second Terrorboarding. So both of your characters will either have an Absol weapon or Dom Pendant, which I think is the better way of doing it. It's pretty nice to have either Absol weapon or Dom Pendant on either character because, well, it's free stuff. And they actually help quite a lot for newer characters. Okay, we also have Sunday Maple. Okay, Sunday Maple is a bit disappointing in Maple Z, I would say. It's not that great because we don't see Shining Star Force for one. But we do see we don't see double miracle time, by the way. We don't see a shining double miracle time or whatever, but we do see petite pet time. So okay. First Sunday is 30% Star Force, but I'll let you guys read all this. There's extreme level time. This is actually pretty insane. You get 3x EXP. 3x EXP from 10 AM to 10 PM. So 12 hours of 3x EXP. the EXP does not stack with EXP used coupons. For example, your 2x coupons from Monster Park, your 2x coupons from Union, don't use those. They don't stack. You will just get a 3x EXP buff to replace those buffs. But it does stack with everything else, like your MVP coupons, Marsh buff, etc, etc. Yeah. 3x EXP for 12 hours, which is insane. Get 50% spell trace and 50% IA. And there's also petite pet time. So this is called Special Sunday Maple. I think what's happening, right, is that I think maybe they'll release a new Special Sunday on the 26th. They'll release a new like list of sunny Sundays on the 26th of June, because that's the second part of Destiny, right? So maybe we'll get like the other special Sundays in the second half of this patch. So for example, Shining Star Force and special Double Miracle Time. Hopefully we get that. I hope that they didn't cut it out completely. Having Shining Star Force would be pretty nice. That's my prediction at least. I'm not 100% sure. Seeing as we don't get a 5, 10, 15 during this set of events, during this set period, I believe that in the next set of Sunny Sundays we will get Shining Star Force for Sunny Sunday. If you don't know what Shining Star Force is, it's basically a combination between 30% off and 5, 10, 15 together. So you get both 30% off and 5, 10, 15 together. So hopefully that we see it during the next set of Sunny Sundays. I believe that we will. Okay, anyways, for all of you that don't know what these special Sundays are, extreme level time, basically you get 3x EXP from 10 AM to 10 PM. Great time to grind. Insane time to grind, actually. On the 5th of June. All monsters will have 3x EXP boost, and it doesn't overlap with normal EXP coupons. So like I said again, your Union shop coupons, your Monster Park coupons, any other 2x coupons that you might have do not overlap with this buff. So don't use those, but it overlaps with everything else, like MVP coupons, Marsh buff, your ring, gold pot, EXP accumulation. These things all stacks with that. Okay, petite pet time. This one's a lot of AFKing. 900 minutes, by the way. You have to AFK 900 minutes. You can log in and log off in between this, but basically what this is you have to stay online for a total of 15 hours on that Sunday on 19th of June. You have to stay online for 15 fucking hours. Oh my god. But basically every 3 hours you get a pet box. I believe that you can only redeem the Maumi once. So there's a basic reward that you're guaranteed to get. You're guaranteed to get a Maumi for 30 days. I actually don't know whether you can... basically a Maumi is a vac pet, by the way. It's a 30-day vac pet that cannot be revived. So it's a free vac pet for 30 days. I think you can only get it once. I'm pretty sure you can only get it once. And you can also get 200 Melody coins as a basic reward from the box. I think the Melody coins might be repeatable. I don't remember already. It's very ambiguous what the... it's very ambiguous what's actually a basic reward. Whether or not you get like 5 different Balmies or not, I don't think so. But I think you do get 5 times 200 Melody coins. I'm not 100% sure. We have to see when it actually comes out. There's also a special winning reward. So winning reward basically is a small chance, and you have a small chance of getting it. Basically you get like 5 lottery. It's like 5 total tickets or 5 4D tickets. You AFK, you open the boxes, and hopefully you end up with like a winning reward. So winning rewards are all vac pets. They're all vac pets from every single vac pet set that's been released, all the way up until the latest one, which is the Shinya Twilight Lil Starry one. And these vac pets can be revived. These can be revived. The Maumi cannot be revived, obviously, because it's a basic reward, but the vac pets that you win from the special box can be revived. So basically they're just giving you a free vac pet if you win, which is great. Vac pets are nice. I think a lot of people will be very addicted to Maumi. They'll be... I'll warn you first. Vac pets are very addictive. Once you go vac pet, you can never go back. You can never live without a vac pet already. So redeem at your own risk. Okay, yeah, okay, there we go. It actually says here, only 1 Maumi exchange coupon will be given for the entire event, and 200 Melody coins will be provided for subsequent basic rewards. Yeah, okay, so all 5 of them will give 200 Melody coins times 5 and 1 Maumi. I should really read the notes before I actually comment on stuff. Yeah, okay. All pets are untradeable. There we go. I believe that the exchange coupon is actually tradable for these. I'm not 100%. I don't remember already. Might be tradable, the exchange coupons for these winning rewards, but the pet itself that you redeem is obviously untradeable. Okay, those are the event notes for Maplestory, which is nice. Move past. We are at 45 minutes. Holy shit, this video is gonna be long. Okay, I was hoping that would be short. Okay, actually no, I can skip past all of this. I can skip past all of this because all of this you should just read yourself. I don't want to read all of this. It's way too many things already. Read the patch notes yourself, but the important things are all characters require acquire 100% stance with the first 4 drop skills. Okay, the big thing. This one we'll have to see tomorrow whether or not it actually comes true, but right now I know there are a lot of Kana mains molding. Because Kana wasn't, if you control F, 0 out of 0. There's no Kana. And a lot of Kana mains are molding because they are very worried that they won't get 100% stance from first to fourth drop, from their first to fourth drop skills. They didn't include it in the patch notes, which is worrying because they might not have included it in the actual update for Kanas. Especially since Mihao Link is been changed from stance to resistance to status ailments. There's no other way to get stance already. There's no way to get stance from like Maple Union. Maple Union, the stance has been changed to normal monster damage. Hyperstat, you can't get stance anymore either. Yeah, it's right here by the way. Damage to normal monster. Stance option has been changed to damage for normal monster. So there's no other way to get stance already. Which is worrying. It's very worrying for Kana mains. Hopefully they just forgot to include it, or I don't know. Hopefully they just forgot to include it in the patch notes, but they actually did include it in the update notes. If not, Kana mains are gonna have to play without stance for like a month, because they did say that there are proposed Kana changes coming, improvements and all that. They're getting rid of Kishin, yeah, in the second part of Destiny, which is basically the 26th of June. I think 26th or 27th of June. So you might end up having to play without stance for 1 month, but hopefully Maplestory is not that stupid. Although I wouldn't put it past them. Hopefully they're not that stupid. Anyways, I'll let you guys read all of these things. There's also Destiny Remaster for all the Explorer jobs. I wish they would put like... I have issues with how they put these graphics because they didn't include any skill percentages or anything like that. So you can't even tell what's changed. You just know what's happening, but you can't tell what's changed. Which is very stupid. Like, for example, like weapon acceleration, which is our old weapon booster, was changed from an active to a passive. You can't even tell because they just put type passive here. Like, sure, yes, we know now it's a passive. As in, if you play the class, you know that it was active before and now it's a passive. But there's no indication to show that it changed, which is annoying. I'm annoyed at this. There's no before and after, basically, so you can't really tell what has changed and what hasn't changed. Anyways, these are all very long-winded changes, blah, 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 blah. You guys can read this yourself. I'm not going to bother going through this. This is terrible to read. There's too much, really. So yeah, that concludes my patch notes review for version 2.14. A lot of exciting things happening tomorrow. Or, well, not tomorrow, later today. I'm very excited. I have a lot of ideas for new videos to post during the Destiny update. Maybe work on a hero guide or two. I've been putting off working on a hero guide for like the longest time because there have been so many big changes to hero in the past 6 months that if I made one pre-Destiny, it would have been out of date within like a couple of months. So now that we have the major updates out of the way and a lot of changes have come in for hero, and I know that in the next 6 months we probably won't get that many big changes, I will probably think about making a hero guide for some of the basic things. I won't make like a bossing guide or whatever. That one's like I don't think I can comment on that. I'm at most okay at bossing only, but I can probably make some skill guides and stuff like that so that you guys can understand the new skills better. Let me know if you guys want to see something like that. Yeah, and that's about it from me. Yeah, thank you guys very much for watching the video. If you survived until 48 minutes, you guys are the best. Thank you very much. I will see you all tomorrow. I will be streaming again also, all the Destiny changes, so drop by the stream if you are free. We'll have a lot of fun. Anyways, I'll see you guys. Bye bye. Have a good night or good morning, whatever, whenever you're watching this. Bye bye.